Hello, guys. So we are right here on the Stipendium Hungaricum scholarship website. The scholarship website is www.stipendiumhungaricum.hu, and I'll give you the link in the description section of this video. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please click on the subscribe button, like and share to your friends, and comment and ask questions so that we can give you what we know about this. You first of all click on partners when you come to this scholarship. Don't be in a rush to just apply. You have to know certain things so far as this scholarship is concerned. So, first of all, you click on partners. Then there is this piece of information here that is very important. Applicants are eligible to apply for scholarship types and study fields determined in the educational cooperation programs in effect between Hungary and the specific sending partner. So the specific sending partner in this case refers to the country or partner or region in which the applicant holds citizenship. Okay? Where you hold citizenship is what is referred to as your country or partner or region in which the applicant holds citizenship. Okay, first of all, I suggest that you click on this to select your country. There are about 90 countries being listed here. So you scroll through and select your country. In this case, I will select Ghana. Then once you do that, you have a piece of information being written here. So this information, it's about the various programs you can apply to when you are a citizen of Ghana. So you have a list of bachelor study programs you can apply to, agriculture, science, art, and humanities. So please read about the various bachelor studies program you can apply to. Then we have full degree master studies. So if you're from Ghana, you have the list of the programs you can also apply to so far as this scholarship is concerned. Okay. For example, you can apply to engineering science, economic science, arts and humanities, IT, sports science. You have them here, and even natural science. Then full degree one tier master studies. Now, full degree one tier master studies refers to those study programs that have a duration of 5 to 6 years. So if you apply to those programs, it can take you 5 to 6 years before you complete. These are one tier master degree programs, okay? In terms of doctoral studies, it is written here that you can apply to any field of interest. Okay, any field of interest you can apply to. Now, guys, when you read about this, please scroll down because you have an important information written in green here that applies to your country of origin. So for Ghanaians, applicants are required to submit their completed online application forms to the scholarship secretariat via this email address, or you can deliver to their office by post or by hand. Okay. So it depends on where you come from. Some countries will have to complete your application and that is all. But other countries, after the application, you need to print it out and send it by post, or you deliver it by hand, or you can just send it by an email form. So for Ghanaians, you have the information about the responsible authority you can contact. Okay, so that is the Ghana Scholarship Secretariat. Their email address is here, their website and telephone number. Their address is here if you want to send it by post, if you want to send a completed application by post, or you can go to the office and deliver it to them after the application. Guys, so this is for Ghanaians. We are not going to go country by country, but I would take another country, for instance, those from Indonesia, then we can move on. So for Indonesia too, you can see that for Indonesia, they can apply to any field. You can see that. From bachelor to master's, one-tier doctoral studies, you can see that they can apply to any field of study. And the name of responsible authority, for those from Indonesia, you also have them here. Then you can see that those from Indonesia, applicants from Indonesia, do not need to submit a separate application to the sending partner. They only need to apply through the Dream Apply. Okay, so you can see that those from Indonesia, they just have to apply, submit the application online, and that is all. But those from Ghana, after the application process, you have to print it out if you want to send it by post to the name of responsible authority, in this case, Ghana Scholarship Secretariat, or you can just hand deliver it to them, or you can send it by email. The next step we can look at is to click on Study Finder. So we click on Study Finder. Now, what happens here? In the Study Finder, you can look at the various programs, either bachelor, master's, one-year master's, or doctoral studies, okay? You can look at the programs you can apply to. These programs, remember, must be specific to the countries or the sending partner, as we looked earlier in the previous discussion. So here, we can search for the programs. So the institution, you can make it all institutions, level of studies. Now you can refine or you can filter your search. Okay, if you want to study for bachelor, you can filter your search. So it makes it easier for you to see the program early. So bachelor, doctoral, masters. If you want to apply for masters, you can click on masters. Then you can look at the language of instructions. Now, the language of instruction, for example, you can choose English when you want to search for programs that are taught in English. You can choose French when you want to look at programs that are conducted only in French. So we have various programs. So in this case, I will choose English. That means I want programs that are taught in English to appear. Okay. Now, under Stipendium Hungaricum Scholarship Program, you have to indicate available. Okay, then you can leave the rest if you want to. Then you can click on search. If you click on search, it gives you master's program that are taught only in English. So in this case, we have adult education, we have advanced practice in nursing. You can go down. We have agriculture, water management, engineering. Now, remember to choose programs that you qualify to apply based on your country of origin. Agriculture, water management, engineering, master's degree, then the language is in English, okay? So here, you can look at the eligibility. Okay, you can read about that program. For example, let's choose agriculture, water engineering, management engineering, and then let's look at what happens here. So when you click on it, you can see the various institutions, the institution name. In this case, is University of Nebraska. Okay, then you can look at the duration of the course, 4 semesters. You can look at the description of the course. Then you can look at the requirement. In this case, for this master program, you need a bachelor's degree in environmental science, agriculture engineering, horticulture engineering, crop production engineering, and the likes are stated here. So these are the requirement for this particular program. Okay. Now, you can also easily search for the program you want to apply. To make it easier and faster, you can also search, for example, let's say you want to study chemistry. You can click on chemistry. Then you can press the enter key, okay? You can press the enter key. Then in this case, it can give you some programs. You can even go to number 2. This is under chemistry, under C column. Then you see chemistry, okay? All right, so you can click on it to read about the requirement. In this case, the requirement is written in here. Now, this, I believe, is under bachelor. Okay, so bachelor, you will need a high school certificate. You will need entrance examination in chemistry and mathematics written and oral. So this is for bachelor. Okay, you can go here to click on entrance. Then you can see that you need entrance examination. The entrance type is both. The language of proficiency. We'll talk about the language of proficiency. For the language of proficiency, you don't need to worry. If your bachelor degree, if you're looking for master's degree or doctoral degree, if your study program for bachelor was conducted in English, then it means that you have the level of language proficiency. It means that you qualify. In this case, you don't need any test score or any test exam so far as the language proficiency is concerned. So the contact persons for this program, you can see them here. Then state scholarship. Okay, you can read about state scholarship. The program is available in the Stipendium Hungaricum Scholarship Program. Okay, yeah, it means this program is eligible for the Stipendium Hungaricum Scholarship. So it's always important to also click on state scholarship to see if that program is available in the Stipendium Hungaricum Scholarship. The next step I can suggest for you to do is to click on the apply here. Now, when you do that, it gives you, this page will guide you through the application process in a user-friendly way. So you can find all the essential information for the application here when you click on the apply button in this case. So here you can easily look at the call for applications for bachelor and master's degree. You can click, this is useful for you. Then in terms of doctoral application, you can click on the call for applications here, get more information. If you want to apply directly, then you go to the apply here. In this case, you're going to the website that will give you the chance to start your application process, upload your documents, answer some questions, and then you just submit your application, okay? But we need to find out certain important information, guys. We can click on the call for applications here in terms of bachelor and masters. So we click on the call for applications. Then it brings you to this particular area, okay? Now, in this area, what is important here is to find out the application document. So you can easily click on application for all applicants. Then here, now this is for bachelor and then masters. Here you can look at the list of documents that are important. Now, you can find all the information and documents for the application. Upload deadline is 15th January 2025, guys, except for the medical certificate, which must be submitted by the nominated applicant only until 15th April. So at the beginning of the application, you don't need a medical certificate. You can upload the medical certificate later on, okay, after you become a nominated applicant, and you'll be informed to upload it until 15th of April. We have the list of all documents required for bachelor degree application and master degree application. Okay, so we are not going to go much into this because this is a PDF. You can just easily read about it. I'm going to talk less about this one. The application documents, first of all, you need an online application form. I mean, we'll go the later one where you have to fill out and then put in all the requested information. You need a recent photo of the applicant, okay? Taken not earlier than 2 years before the submission of the application. So take a fresh photo and then upload it. Those who apply for partial studies must clearly state the length indicated in months and start date as well. So this is for those who apply for partial or exchange studies. You also need a motivation letter, minimum 1 page, type in Times New Roman, 12-point letters, written in the language of the selected study program or Hungarian. So remember, for this motivation letter, which I think must be, which I think you'll be given a space to write it during the application process. I think there's a space there where you need to type your motivation. Now, remember, You have to type it according to the language of studies. If you're going to study in English, type it in English. If you're going to study in German, then you type it in German. Okay, so minimum 1 page. And I'm going to show you the motivation letter, how to write that later on in the next video. Now you have to indicate proof of language proficiency and translations in the language of the selected study program or Hungarian. So your proof of language proficiency, okay, must be in the language of which you're going to study. For example, if you're going to study in German, then you have to indicate that you have a proof of proficiency in German. If you're going to study in Hungarian, then you must indicate a proof of proficiency in Hungarian. French, the same. English, the same. So you need to scan a copy of the original proof of language proficiency with a minimum level determined by the host institution and its translation. Okay, in case the student has completed his or previous level of studies in the language of the selected study program, proof can be uploaded about the fact that the language of education was the same as the language of the study program that the applicant is now applying for. Okay, upload your school certificate and their translations in the language of the selected study program or Hungarian. If the program is going to be in English, that means that your school certificate, the information in there on the certificate and transcript must be in English. If it is in German, then you have to give a translation of your certificate according to the program you're going to apply for. So we have all these documents you need for bachelor and then master's, transcript of records and translations, copy of identification document. It can be your national ID card. It can be passport. Then acceptance of statement for application in the online system. Now, all applicants need to accept the statement for application. The statement can only be accepted in the online system. Okay, so during the online system application, you have this statement of application that you need to accept. Okay. Now, as it is indicated here, the statement appears in the online application system after registration. All applicants need to click on accepting it to be able to submit their application. Okay. Medical certificate. This is mandatory. And usually it must be submitted by, 15th April. The nominated applicant must submit the medical certificate. However, it is possible to upload it from the beginning of the application period. So it depends on you if you want to upload it at the beginning of the application period, or if you want to wait to be informed that you are a nominated applicant, then you can upload it by 15th April. So guys, this is all about the list of documents that are important for bachelor and master's application in this scholarship. So if you have all the information, then you can easily click on the apply button to go directly to the application online system. So you click on apply, then you click on this one, apply here, then it takes you directly to the online system. Okay, so in the online system, you can also have important information to read about, which we discussed earlier. You can read about the application guide for the Stipendium Angaricum. Then there is a video guide as well to watch to help you in the process. If you want more information, then you can have them here as well. Okay, so in the application system here, you just have to create an account. That is the most important thing. I have already created an account, so it brings me directly to this interface, I think. So on this interface, you can see that The application system is open now. If you look at the date, that is an information for opening of the application. You have important submission deadline, which is January 15th, so you have to keep an eye on it. January 15th is the uh, application deadline. And also know that you can apply up to two programs. You can apply for two master's degree, different master's degree, either in the same university or in different universities. The same thing applies to doctoral studies and others as well. Now, another thing I want to draw your attention is to always keep an eye on the messages here. Okay, you can be sent a message to read, and so you have to keep an eye on your messages. Then, if you get lost somewhere in terms of the application process or the application continuation, then you can easily come to my applications here. Then you can just see your applications and continue with your application. Okay. So, guys, you can find programs also here. You can find programs also here. So, for instance, if you want to apply for masters, you can click on masters. Then the academic term, if it is 2025 to 2026, it's now the open academic term for this scholarship. Whatever language that you want to study in here, you can see that here. If you want to study the English as well, then you can easily search that. If you want to study, for example, chemistry, you search for chemistry. So this is the interface for the application, and it's very easy to apply. You can comment, like, and share the video. Subscribe to this video for more videos on applications and job search as well. If you have any comment you want to make, you can comment, and we can also respond to you for easy application in this process. Thank you guys for watching.